Wow, what a fantastic audience. Everyone having a great time? Has everyone learned something so far today? Yeah? Well, hopefully I can maybe expand your thinking a step more and share with you, I believe, some incredible new business building tools to help you become even more efficient and effective. So, as Juliana said, my name's Jayne. I've been with the company now for 20 years. My background prior to Forever was in farming, large farm estate management and horses. And I had a great way of life, but like so many people, I was busy building somebody else's dream and not building my own dream. Who can relate to that? Yeah? And I came to that inevitable crossroads in my life where I'd gone through a nasty divorce, had 2 little children, and I thought, if I'm going to make change, now is the time to do it. But what do you do? When you've been involved in one career for all of your life, how can you step out and do something new? You need to have experience for a new career. You need to be trained. You need to have spent maybe many, many years working in that career. So I felt that there was nothing for me to really do. And the one thing I always did know was that if you want to get wealthy, then don't work for somebody else, build your own dream. Looked around at many, many opportunities. Nothing felt right, and then came across Forever. And the minute I saw Forever, it felt right. How many people in this room go with their gut intuition when something feels good? Got involved on a very part-time basis, and within 6 months was making more part-time in this than in a full-time career. And within 3 years, was on a 6-figure income. And have never looked back. It's been an incredible, incredible journey. One of the things I love about Forever is the way that they are always looking at ways that they can make the cycle that we use to build a business more and more and more effective. So I'm not just going to launch new tools. I want to talk about a process that we used when we first started in Forever that has gone on today to create more wealth for more people that I know than any other business cycle I'm aware of. And it's a really, really, really simple process. When we first started in Forever, we're all of us encouraged in one way, shape or form to make a list of people that we know. These will be people that we know from school, from work, friends, family, colleagues, from sport, from clubs we belong to, literally every single person we know. And then we obviously want to contact them because we're excited about sharing the opportunity. Because the one thing I will promise each and everybody in this room, you cannot build a substantial business. You cannot build a substantial income for yourself. You cannot achieve all the trips, the cars, the chairman bonus checks if you don't share the opportunity, if you don't recruit people and build a team. So the concept of what we do is very, very simple. We contact people, and we contact people with a view for them to come and have a look at the business. And there are many, many ways that people can look at the business. They can have what we call a one-to-one, where you sit down with a cup of coffee, maybe 20 minutes, go through the concept of what we do, give enough information for that person to say, yes, it looks interesting. That one-to-one can be done online, and more and more and more now, we are using social media and the platforms that allow us to reach out both locally, nationally, and globally to share the opportunity Forever. So that one-to-one is one-to-one or it's online. You can send out a DVD, you can send someone to a website, you can use a whole host of ways to get information out to people. And once you've actually shared the information, people will have questions. They'll have questions. Now, what I want to share with you right now is 2 things. The first thing is that if you're doing a one-to-one, wouldn't it be great to have a new, updated, branded, current, funky, beautiful images one-to-one that you could use and be proud of? Well, There is a new one-to-one presenter which is just being launched. It's online, Forever Knowledge, for you to download, for you to use. It's absolutely beautiful. And I've been using it myself now for a few weeks, and I'm telling you, it's fantastic. We used it the other night, didn't we, Sav? It was absolutely brilliant, beautiful, classy, elegant, professional. Okay, so you've got that. The interesting thing is the message is still the same. What you're familiar with, the message is still the same. So you haven't got to learn anything different. Everything you're familiar with is still there. It just looks absolutely amazing. Now, how often have you done a presentation to somebody and they haven't had their wife or their husband with them? And they go home and they want more information to take home with them, but you don't know what to give them. Because we've got phenomenal product information, but we haven't necessarily got, have we? We haven't necessarily got anything on the business and how it works and why it works. How many of you have done a one-to-one to a lady or a man, and they say, looks amazing, I just want to go and tell my wife or my husband? Yeah? And they go scuttling off home, and they're all excited. They walk into home. The husband or wife thinks, what is going on? I've never seen them like this before. And they say, tell me what you saw. And so they go, well, I heard all about this amazing company by this guy called Rex Morn, and it's all about aloe, and it's all about building a team of people, and you buy this box for £199, and the partner goes, are you crazy? Are you mad? And what happens invariably, the sadness actually, around the humor of it, is very often the person who wasn't there, who didn't hear the information firsthand, who didn't connect with what was possible, says, I don't think so. How often have you had that, where someone rings you up and says, sorry, I'm not going to go any further, yet at the one-to-one, they were absolutely on fire? Well, the next new piece of information that we've developed for you is something called the business brochure. Now this is that it? This is absolutely amazing. It's incredible. It answers all the questions that you're going to get asked, or the person's going to get asked when they go home. So what is network marketing? An incredible explanation of what it is and what it isn't. Why is network marketing the best solution for us? It's also got in here how to get started and how we make money with Forever, a simple explanation. It's also got some fantastic stories from some of the leading distributors, so you can read about people from diverse backgrounds and how they've done it. It's also got some information about the product. Everything that you need to be able to take home, to give someone they can take home and they can show their partners. It's absolutely amazing. Now, a pack of 5 is just £4. How incredible to be able to give somebody a professional representation of what Forever Living is, the history of it, both here in the UK and globally. And I, for one, am so excited about this, I cannot tell you. So please just give a warm round of applause to the marketing staff that have put this together for all of you to use. Thank you, Sarah Margerison, for all your hard work. Now, how do we use these? Well, the thing is, sometimes, if you do a one-on-one online, obviously you can't get this to them. But you may have done an online one-to-one, and then you may well invite that person to come along to a business presentation. And inviting them to come along to a business presentation, maybe in the home, maybe at a company event, it maybe could be again on a one-on-one basis. But basically, at the end of the business presentation, you want to register them and you want to give them something to take home with them, to reinforce the message so people know why they've joined Forever. And this cycle that we use lends itself beautifully to the new marketing tools that the company are presenting for each and every one of us. So you've done your one-on-one, DVD, website, whatever. They've come to a business presentation. They've had the business brochure. And at this stage, if you can answer all their questions and they're very happy and they love what they've seen, they'll get registered and they'll purchase their box to get started. And they will come to you for a planning meeting. Now, at a planning meeting, You can, again, if you haven't yet met them, because it could have been that you had an online business presentation, you can give them one of these. You can even pop it in the post. I don't mind how you use it, but it's completely flexible. Your planning meeting can be online, in the home, in a group, one-on-one. It doesn't matter how you do it, as long as the cycle is being followed. And once you get to the end of the planning meeting, the whole concept of what we're doing when we're planning is to get someone to focus on becoming a manager. And the manager is fundamental for you to be working towards as you start your forever journey. I always say there are 3 key positions on the plan. Well, there's 5 key positions on the plan. There is assistant supervisor, manager, sapphire, diamond sapphire, and diamond. Every one of those positions unlock more income potential and the ability for you to enjoy more and more incentives. And so for me, I'm really, really keen to get somebody using the tools properly, understanding the cycle as quickly as possible, and focusing on getting to that manager position. So how do we get to manager? Well, you'll see many examples of how you get to manager. Many, many different examples, but I kind of have used this for the last 20 years. It's kind of done me okay. You know, I've got an okay business. It's not bad. It could be better, maybe. You know, we're number 4 in the world, and we've got a business in over 51 countries now, and just got a new sapphire in our team in Italy, and a new diamond sapphire in Tanzania, and picked up $1 million chairman's bonus check. So I kind of guess this works. Now, you'll see on here, 7 months to manager, but it's not actually 7 months, because what happens is, if someone joins halfway through a month, okay, then what I like to plan for them is 5 case credits. And I like them to use and retail and recruit as quickly as possible. But if somebody starts right at the beginning of a month, I plan for their first month to be 10 case credits. And that 10 case credits will come from 4 of retail and from 3 recruits. Now, I would rather plan for 10 and hit it, or maybe just miss it and end up with 8, than plan for 4 and end up with 1 or 2. And a lot of people get muddled up with the marketing plan. They think the marketing plan is 4 case credits. No, it's not. The 4 case credits is so you get paid. I see people say, oh, I've done my 4.01 case credits this month, and it's like the 10th day of the month. And I go, and? Well, I've done it. Yeah, but, you know, why not do 5, 8, 10, 12, 16? Why not push the boundary and see what you can do? Oh, I just thought you had to do 4. No. 4 is the requirement to earn your bonus. And we never, ever, ever work at minimums if we want to achieve greatness in this business. So, second month, 15 case credits, I want them to be supervisor. And I want them to be supervisor with a really good structure beginning to build underneath them. The next 2 months at 25 and 35, I use that for a specific reason. And the reason I work months 3 and 4 at 25 and 35 is because, for me, they're what I call people gathering months. This is where we begin to really recruit and put people in the team. Lots and lots of people in the team. And that then gives you a platform to build through to 50 in month 5 and 70 in month 6, which is 120. Now, one of the reasons I like this plan is because if you spent your 3rd and 4th month really putting people into your team, it means that you'll race through to manager very quickly, and it means you've got a manager business. It means when you get the pin, you've got the income, you've got the volume. That volume will then carry through to Car Plan, to 100 Club. It'll get you to Eagle. It will get you onto Chairman's Bonus. So it's all about building a very strong, stable business with the right amount of people and the right amount of volume. And that cycle is a really, really, really simple business cycle. That cycle is all John and I have done over the last few years around the world. We teach it, we coach it. We get people with clear understanding of it. We get people understanding each component. We get people using the tools. We get people understanding how to be prepared for success. And that's the key to building a phenomenal business. So it's who do you know? Who are you going to contact and share the business with? And what methodology will you use? Literally, you can reach out all over the world with the tools that are now online to share your business. As a result of that first contact, you're going to have a conversation and maybe answer some questions. As a result of that, if they're happy, you're going to invite them to a business presentation. I love it when people come to a presentation where they can meet other people, where they can hear other people's stories, where they can share testimonials, where they can get a real feeling for what's going on. If they've got more questions, answer their questions. Use the support material to reinforce the message. Get them registered. Immediately book a planning meeting. You want a planning meeting within 48 hours if possible. At the planning meeting, identify what they want, link it to the marketing plan, put a plan together to get to manager in 6 months, and then duplicate, duplicate, duplicate. And what's beautiful about the whole system is if someone gets to manager in 5 months or 4 months, that's fine. If somebody gets to manager in 7 months or 8 months or 9 months, that's fine. As long as everybody is on the journey in forever to hit these positions, because it then opens up the checks that are going to be paid back to you. Now, Rex is a very generous guy. And Rex says, I have an open checkbook and I will pay an income with no limit, no cap to those people who will put the work in. So the whole concept of what we do is we become a manager and we develop managers. And in developing the managers, we begin to put the structures in place for all the goodies. So a very, very, very simple system. And in closing, I would just like to say, never, ever, ever wish for anything to be easier, because there is nothing more simple than this process. But always, always wish for you to be better and better and better and better at what you do. Become comfortable in being able to talk to anybody, no matter what time, no matter what place, no matter where you are, about this opportunity. Be comfortable in being able to answer the questions. Be comfortable in being able to give out information. Be comfortable and competent in being able to do a planning meeting. And be comfortable and competent in taking yourself to manager and then reaching out and helping other people do exactly the same thing. I think right now, between now and the end of this year, that every single person in this room who is not yet a manager should be making a personal commitment to themselves today, right now, at this event. It's maybe something you might want to write in your notebooks, type into your iPads, put a message on your mobile phones. I will be a manager. I will be a manager. Because I promise you, if you can achieve manager by the end of this year, it means you go into next year building a business that will develop into a chairman's bonus check. And who'd like one of those? That will take you around the globe on 2 amazing trips every year. Who'd like to do that? You know, it's so tough traveling with Forever Living. It's really hard. Adam, we've traveled all around the world with this company. It's just tough. 5-star the whole way, luxury hotels, up to $12,500 spending money. You come back with more than you went with every single time. Last year it was Sardinia and Hawaii. This year it was London. And how many people are going to Lake Tahoe? Next year it's Singapore and Cancun. Baby. And who knows where you'll be going over the next 2, 3, 4, 5 years. But we've been privileged to travel the world with Forever, and I can promise you it's an experience you will never want to miss. All you have to do is learn the cycle, become competent, become a manager, teach the cycle, teach the cycle, teach the cycle, teach the cycle, and everything you wish for is there to be had with this amazing company. Go buy your packs right now. They will sell out. You won't want to go home without any. Start using the new online one-to-one and watch this space, because there are more and more and more new tools being worked on as we speak. Thank you very much for your time, and I'll see you all at the top.